The best way to not feel hopeless is to get up and do something. Change will not come if we wait for some other person or some other time. We are the change that we seek. In the face of impossible odds, people who love their country can change it. Our stories may be singular, but our destination is shared. There's not a liberal America and a conservative America. There's the United States of America. We need to internalize this idea of excellence. Not many folks spend a lot of time trying to be excellent. If you're walking down the right path and you're willing to keep walking, eventually you'll make progress. Focusing your life solely on making a buck shows a poverty of ambition. It asks too little of yourself, because it's only when you hitch your wagon to something larger than yourself that you realize your true potential. The future rewards those who press on. I don't have time to feel sorry for myself. I don't have time to complain. I'm going to press on. I'm inspired by the people I meet in my travels, hearing their stories, seeing the hardships they overcome, their fundamental optimism and decency. I'm inspired by the love people have for their children, and I'm inspired by my own children, how full they make my heart. They make me want to work to make the world a little bit better, and they make me want to be a better man. The cynics may be the loudest voices, but I promise you, they will accomplish the least. Where you are right now doesn't have to determine where you'll end up. You can't let your failures define you. You have to let them teach you. You have to let them show you what to do differently next time. A change is brought about because ordinary people do extraordinary things. We don't ask you to believe in our ability to bring change. Rather, we ask you to believe in yours. We need to reject any politics that targets people because of race or religion. Nothing can stand in the way of the power of millions of voices calling for change. The real test is not whether you avoid this failure, because you won't. It's whether you let it harden or shame you into inaction, or whether you learn from it, whether you choose to persevere. We proved that we are still a people capable of doing big things and tackling our biggest challenges. We may not be able to stop evil in the world, but how we treat one another is entirely up to us. While we breathe, we will hope. Hope is not blind optimism. It's not ignoring the enormity of the task ahead or the roadblocks that stand in our path. It's not sitting on the sidelines or shirking from a fight. Hope is that thing inside us that insists, despite all evidence to the contrary, that something better awaits us if we have the courage to reach for it, and to work for it, and to fight for it. Democracy requires compromise, even when you are 100% right. It's important to make sure that we're talking with each other in a way that heals, not in a way that wounds. Keep exploring, keep dreaming, keep asking why. Don't settle for what you already know. Never stop believing in the power of your ideas, your imagination, your hard work to change the world. Empathy is a quality of character that can change the world. We cannot continue to rely on our military in order to achieve the national security objectives we've set. We've got to have a civilian national security force that's just as powerful, just as strong, just as well-funded. The strongest weapon against hateful speech is not repression. It is more speech. We have real enemies in the world. These enemies must be found. They must be pursued, and they must be defeated. When we have a choice between hard and easy, we tend to choose easy. Even though it may make our life worse, we choose it. I think when you spread the wealth around, it's good for everybody. Our higher education system is one of the things that makes America exceptional. There's no place else that has the assets we do when it comes to higher education. America's future will be determined by the home and the school. You can't have an entire generation of young people increasingly having no place in society. But you can't have society falling apart because of that either. There is no excuse for the young people not being involved in politics, because that's the only way that the system works. Our destiny is not written for us, it's written by us. There is not a Black America, and a white America, and Latino America, and Asian America. There's the United States of America. There's no such thing as being too busy. If you really want something, you'll make time for it. The best way to succeed is to stop talking about it and start doing. Success is not a result of spontaneous combustion. You must set yourself on fire. If you are going to be a successful person, you're going to have to believe in yourself. You're going to have to push yourself. I want you to be as inspired and excited by this opportunity as I am. We need to steer clear of this poverty of ambition, where people want to drive fancy cars and wear nice clothes and live in nice apartments, but don't want to work hard to accomplish these things. We have a choice in this country. We can accept a politics that breeds division and conflict and cynicism. We can restore an economy where everyone gets a fair shot, everyone does their fair share, and everyone plays by the same set of rules. There's not a Black America, and white America, and Latino America, and Asian America. There's the United States of America. We're not a red America or a blue America. We're the United States of America. I know that for the American people, this is a time of great anxiety. What we're fighting for is not a country where only a few people are doing well. We're fighting for a country where everybody does their fair share and everybody gets a fair shot. We can disagree without being disagreeable. There's not a liberal America and a conservative America. There's the United States of America. We can restore an economy where everyone gets a fair shot, everyone does their fair share, and everyone plays by the same set of rules. Change is never easy, but always possible. In the unlikely story that is America, there has never been anything false about hope. We don't ask you to believe in our ability to bring change. Rather, we ask you to believe in yours. We are one American family, and we will rise and fall together as one nation. If we want a better world for our children, we have to work hard to create it. It is you, our young people, who inspire me, because you have the courage to imagine a different future. America is stronger when we build bridges, not walls. We're not a country that builds walls. We are a country that tears them down. You can choose a future defined by hope, unity, and inclusivity. We can be a people of compassion and empathy. Our power grows through our ability to understand others and make connections. We are greater together than we are on our own. This is the power of hope, to remind us that we can change the world. We must never allow fear to divide us. Even when the road is hard, our vision is clear. We can help each other achieve our dreams. There is always light if we're brave enough to see it. We have a responsibility to the world as global citizens. Change is hard, but it's also necessary. Our differences make us stronger, not weaker. We're better off when everybody participates in the economy. You can make a difference by showing up, speaking up, and voting. Leadership is not about being loud. It's about lifting others up. We can be a beacon for those who seek a world of peace. I am proud of America's ability to rise to challenges. In the end, that's what defines us. Not what we look like, but the choices we make. Yes, we can.